Hi, in this video I'm going to discuss how to go about it when we look at trends and that they are a bit shaky and how to work with averages. So this is something that you could do right now, and it shows the infant mortality in Denmark starting in 1835 all the way up to 2011. This infant mortality is expressed in per thousand, as it usually is, and you see here that we have a lot of spikes. There are some years with high infant mortality, and then it goes down, and it's quite difficult to know what is going on. So something that we do sometimes when we have these kind of peaks and we want to have a better sense of trends is just rather than using the changes, these rapid changes, we just make some averages of small periods to see if we can see a little bit more stability patterns. So what I'm going to show you is a simple exercise of doing averages. So rather than taking each actual year, what I want to do is just take the average of 5 years and instead plot that. What is that going to give me? A little bit of a more stable sense. How do I go about it? Well, just making an average. You've already done that when you compute your grades, and it essentially involves just adding a few numbers. So let's just take these 5 values from 1835 to 39 and then just obtain the average. This we just do by adding them up. We select the field where they are, the cell, up to 39. I close the parentheses and then I divide by 5. The reason that I'm putting the parentheses is because this mathematic formula that you need to first add up all the cells before you divide them. If I don't put it, it is going to try to divide just B10 by 5, and that would not be correct. We need to divide the whole sum by the 5. See what you get? Okay, so 146 is the average of these 5 numbers. So what I'm going to do is just, instead of putting each number, for each of these 5 values, I'm going to put 146. If you know, Excel has a feature that is this: when you put a number, you can just put a 2. I can just drag it down and then create super amount of 2's. However, as you see here, this is a formula. So if I do this, actually it is just changing the things that they are adding up, and we don't want to do that. We just want that all these 5 values get 146. So I can do 146, 146. That would be a way of doing it. But I can think about a better one. So what we need to do is just to get Excel to stop understanding this content as this formula and to start understanding as an actual number. And for doing that, I just right click and then I go and say copy, and then I right click again and I say paste, and see that there's several things that I can do. One of them is just to use formats. One is transpose, and one is formulas. But the one that I want to use is this one, values. What does it mean? Just see. Now, here we have my original formula where Excel thinks that there's a formula inside, but here it is a 146. So we have actually fixed the number. So if I actually do that, I get my 146. So a way of going about this would be just go to the next one, start on 40s, and then I add up 40, and I divide by 5. Perfect. So I do the same thing, and see what happens if I do move the formula to 45. What am I doing? So I'm actually taking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Excel has taken all the formula, the positional, so it's taking the one that is to the left, the one that is to the left and down. It is taking the structure of the function and then taking them down. So see that if I go to 50, it will be the same. If I go to 55, oops, it has forgotten it, so I just go Control C again, Control V, Control V, Control V. Okay, so for each of these cases, I have the average. Now I need just to make it drag down. So a way of doing that would be just to copy this, Control C, and paste, but I'm pasting it as a number. See, this is a formula, this is a number. And then what I do is I drag down, and I drag down. So in fact, I am replacing the values. So what happens now? This is what I call a 5-year average. I am substituting the value with the average of this quinquennial. I would do it like that. So I would do it all the way down, and then I would just eliminate this column, and nothing would happen. I'm going to just show you the finished work. This is what it did. See that the first ones is exactly the figures that we type. This is actual numbers, and this is the procedure that I have used. And this is what we have as a result. Let me just make it smaller for you. So we have the actual numbers for Denmark with all their peaks, and then we have this 5-year average that tries to account for some of the variation, and then just actually gives us a sense that really mortality was up and down around 140, 150, and then it went down. And see that the more these things, the points are close to each other, and the more that there is a really high steep, the weirder things that the 5-year average is giving us, because it's actually, instead of letting the slope fall easily, it's just imposing different steps. Those are the 5-year periods. However, for this period, it actually helps us work out. Sometimes we use both. We just give the Denmark, and then we give the 5-year average, and we use it for the periods where we think it is more interesting. As everything that I'm trying to tell you, this is about making sense of what it is there. I wouldn't look at the 5-year average over here. That doesn't seem very helpful. But here it just tells me that, there seems to be something. This year here, they actually seem to be all of them quite high, even if the point is here. And we see actually that the figures oscillate around 135 or something like that. In any case, use your moderation. If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know what actually it is telling you, just drop it. And then use that, and then use your imagination and your historical sense to know what it is that this means. And that is it.